get it going.
That's right. It is a chance to experience authentic ghost stories and eyewitness accounts of iconic haunted locations across downtown Nashville.
And it is called Nashville Ghost, and it's the #1 rated ghost tour in the city. Welcome, Griffin.
Yes.
Tour guide?
Tour guide Griffin, welcome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being here.
Of course, thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you. What can people expect on a tour with you?
Well, of course, we're mainly a history tour, as well as like all of the ghosts that come with that. So we talk a lot about, downtown Nashville, some of the stories regarding some of the spirits that we see throughout the city. So Broadway specifically, of course, we're looking here at Benchmark, which is one of my favorite locations on the tour. We talk a lot about Printer's Alley, and we get into a lot of the 1800s and early 1900s of just the history of Nashville.
It's so wild.
And you brought an instrument to tell if there are ghosts currently here right now, which I want to get to in a second.
Yes.
But we got to ask you, what's the most haunted place in Nashville?
Well, what's the oldest? I think that maybe one of my favorites is Skulls.
Okay.
Skulls Rainbow Room down on Printer's Alley.
Yeah.
Of course. Well, Skulls Rainbow Room, of course, not always being skulls. You have a number of different spirits in there, originally constructed in the late 1800s. It is home to a number of different spirits, a lot of history, and a lot of strange things that happen inside. Of course, with the EMF meter I brought in today, a lot of times I can get weird readings inside of the building, which of course used to be a speakeasy during Prohibition.
Right.
Back in the late 1800s, it was a bar, a bordello, a gambling hall, stuff like that. But Skulls, next Merchants Restaurant down on Broadway.
Why is Benchmark your favorite, though?
Benchmark is my favorite because of the implications. There's a lot of weird stories regarding the people who lived in the apartment above Benchmark. So there's tons of stories about witchcraft and seances and spooky stuff like that.
Do you think that all ghosts are bad ghosts or scary? Are there good ghosts that are hanging out with us right now?
No. Oh, yeah. There's plenty of good ghosts. I've had people on my tours, interacting with people is a huge part of the job. So I've had people tell me stories about finding things in their house that are useful to them that the ghosts have left. So a lot of really interesting stories that I hear from guests on the tours.
Wow. Okay, let's try this
We gotta do it.
This is an EMF reader, and explain how it works, and then we're going to turn it on and see if there's any spirits in here.
Yeah, so the EM in EMF is electromagnetic, and a lot of times people, they talk about how spirits leave behind residual electromagnetic fields. So here, of course, we can
It's on.
It's on.
We, of course, we're in the green right now, which means, not super haunted.
Okay.
But there are places over where the melting pot used to be, where, we had that event, Christmas 2020.
Right.
We get consistent red readings, so all the way up.
What's this flickering mean, though?
The flickering, because electromagnetic, we've got a lot of camera equipment in here. A lot of times that will interfere with it.
Let me see. Let me hold it. Maybe there's a ghost hanging out with me right now.
Yeah.
Whoa, see? It went to the orange for a second.
Can a person be haunted?
There we go. Up there. There's a
so
little ghost
different
buddy
kinds
up
of
there.
hauntings. There's all sorts of different kinds of hauntings. Poltergeist, kind of living within an area. But of course, possession, we're all familiar with The Exorcist and stuff like that. So possession, people can be haunted. And I have guests on my tours who feel like they are more in touch with the spiritual. So oftentimes I use them kind of as conduits along our tours. I ask them if they feel anything, and sometimes they will report, whispers, seeing things, feeling things.
All the things.
Yeah.
All the
sorts
ghost
of
things.
Strange spiritual phenomena.
And your tours are really fun. There's different types of experiences and tours. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so we actually just reopened, we just opened a 9 p.m. slot, which is awesome.
Yeah.
It's darker with, it being summer. 9 p.m. it's darker. You get to see more, and oftentimes spirits will come out at night. Ghosts will make themselves more well known as the night gets longer. And so we also have, of course, our haunted pub crawl. Go down the downtown Nashville area, look at a few different haunted bars in the area.
Nice.
You know, look around, give you some good drink options for the rest of the evening, because as we all know, Broadway is the premier location for that kind of thing.
Yeah, and the ghosts might want to have a cocktail or two.
Very
Of course. It's up to
true.
them. It's their choice.
He told us this story right before we came on air. He said, the first time I went out on a tour,
Yes.
you said you saw an apparition, and then you heard that, oh, yeah, sometimes they like to mess with the new tour guides. But how exactly did you get into this?
The ghost business.
I got really lucky. Well, I signed up to do an interview. I am a film student, so entertaining was like a huge thing, and I was very skeptical at the beginning. And so I kept going through the audition process, and literally the very first tour I ever did, I had the privilege of encountering one of our spirits, actually in Skull's Rainbow Room, which I just kind of talked about a little bit earlier. And it's this big, looming, shadowy figure that kind of sits within the top window of Skull's Rainbow Room. And that was the first time I'd ever personally experienced a ghost. And of course, as you said, you know, I was telling you, some of my colleagues came to me later on, and they were telling me about, you know, sometimes they like to mess with the newer people, the new guys. So that was fun for me. Yeah.
There you go.
I have to check this out.
Yes.
And so do you at home. Go ahead and book your spot and come prepared to be creeped out. Visit usghostadventures.com/Nashville. Thank you so much, Griffin. That was awesome.
Thank you.